So today I want to show how to access Naviance from a student's point of view. Also, I want to show how to add to the colleges I'm thinking about tab. Also, how to use the college SuperMatch tool. Okay, so first of all, if you're a student, this is going to be the way that you're going to find Naviance. You're going to go to the Como Park Senior High School website, and then you're going to go ahead and scroll down to, under the popular links, visit Naviance. Go ahead and click that. It'll take you to a sign-in page. At that sign-in page, you're going to go ahead and put in your student ID number and your password. Here is a demonstration account that we have set up on Naviance so that I can show you some of the tools that we use and that we have at our disposal. First up, over on the left side, under the Pages kind of heading, we've got a whole bunch of different tools. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just know that if you need help signing up for the ACT or registering for the ACT, we've got directions right here. Also, really important thing to point out is our guidance bulletin. This is a document that's updated regularly with different opportunities that students have related to college planning or maybe a career or military career. Also under resources, we have our test prep. Right now we have a program called Prep Me, but coming up there's a new program called Naviance Test Prep, which is an excellent way for students to practice skills that are necessary for the ACT so that they can get that score that they want. If you click the Colleges tab, this is what we really want to focus on, the colleges I'm thinking about. Each junior, by the end of their junior year, should have at least 2 colleges already listed here. You can see this student already has 1. If a student is thinking like off the top of their head that they know that they want to apply to and go to a certain college, all they have to do is, I'm not sure if you saw what I did there, I'll do it again. Colleges I'm thinking about, and then add colleges to this list. So if there's a college that a student absolutely knows they want to apply to and go to, they can click look up on this page. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, that this college is, let's see, Mankato. You would just type in the words, go, and then, sorry, my internet's not super fast, but you can see Minnesota State University, Mankato. Click that, and then you can click add colleges. Boom, it puts it there, and you've got both schools. So once you have colleges in this list, you can go ahead and click on their name. Let's just try St. Cloud State, since it's already in our list. Again, you can see the average GPA of admitted students and the average ACTs. There's a couple cool things you can do here. This is just kind of a general information tab, so it's got information about like the admissions deadlines and all that good stuff. If you see here, you can click the admissions tab, get more information about the admissions. This is the college's average, not just Como's average, so you can get a little more information there. You can see what's all required as far as letters of recommendation, or, ACT scores, stuff like that. And you can also see who our admissions contact is. Financial aid, obviously specific information about financial aid, the cost per year, room and board costs, and then majors and degrees. So if you don't know, you really want to look for that anthropology major and you don't know if they offer it, of course it's right here. You can click that and get more information about anthropology majors. And again, student life, it kind of shows you what sports are on campus. So I invite you to dig in there. One really, really cool part of this is that you can click on this little button here that says graph. What this is going to do is it's going to plot out all of the students from Como who've applied to this school over the past 5 years. And then you click ACT. And once you do that, it's pulling up that information. All of the green squares are students who were admitted. Red X's are students who were not admitted for various reasons. What this does is, if you're a senior and your ACT score is uploaded to the ACT or to the Naviance program, which the district does on its own, it will plot you on that graph. So this student is plotted in this red circle. So looking at that, they can feel confident that St. Cloud might be a great target school. One of the major advantages of listing schools under the Colleges I'm Thinking About tab on Naviance is this Compare Me button. So what this does is it pulls in information from our students who've applied to these colleges over the past couple of years. So you can see, if we're looking at Mankato State, the average admitting GPA is a 3.07. Just for the sake of this account, I set the default GPA at a 3.2. So you can see that this fake student's GPA is over the average admitting GPA. If you scroll over a little bit, you can see what the average admitting ACT is. So for Mankato State, it would be a 19. So again, this student would maybe see, okay, that this would be a target school based on those numbers. Okay, taking it a few steps back, let's imagine that you're a student and you have no idea what college you might want to go to, where to look, or how to look. So I'm going to show you a cool tool on Naviance that you've got at your disposal. So you're going to click the Colleges tab, and then you're going to go down and select this, the SuperMatch College Search. Got to open this other tab. So what that is it's taking information from over 4,000 schools, like I said earlier, and it's compiling it into one list. And what you can do is you can set your preferences. So let's say you're someone and you know for sure you want to go to school in Minnesota. You would select the location tab, go ahead and select Minnesota, say that's a must-have. Now what's happening over here is it's starting to score all the different schools based on that criteria. The higher the score, the better it matches the criteria that you're filling in. Now obviously you might not be able to answer all of these, but let's say you know for sure that you want to go for a 4-year degree and you want to go for, let's just say, accounting. Now, and that's a kind of, because you're not totally sure. My biggest suggestion with this whole thing is if you don't know an answer to one of these, just skip it. Let's say you don't know your ACT score, whatever, skip it. Let's say that the next one you're going to go to is school type. You know that you want to go to a traditional 4-year college. And as I'm doing this, keep an eye over on the right side, and you'll see how the colleges are changing. School size. Let's say that you know that it's a must-have that you go to a small or a very small school. Again, this is going to be different for everyone, but it's important to start thinking about it and do this because it can start kind of narrowing down that list for you. Awesome. So right at the top, you're seeing that, let's see, one of the schools up here that's 100%. Hamline University fits your criteria so far. You maybe haven't known that, but what we do is we make it really easy so that you can add it to the colleges you're thinking about. So all you would do is click that, add to colleges I'm thinking about, and you can also pin it. So let's say, okay, Hamline just sparked my interest. I know that name of that school, and I clicked pin it. Now it's up here, and you can pin up to a whole bunch of different schools. I think up to 10 different schools. So as you're answering these inquiries over on the left side, you can continue to keep tabs on that school that you might be interested in. Let's just say that the next thing, I clicked Hamline, but I also know that I want to go to a private school, and that's kind of important. Well, what that's going to do, that lowers Hamline's percentage because Hamline is not considered a public school. And you can even see why. So again, you can kind of go through, spend some time looking through these, answering them, and it'll start to give you a list. And you can start adding them to the colleges that you're thinking about. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and don't forget to let your counselors know if you have any questions.